gets in. Carry on Alice breaks their hearts again.
Pulling clear in the closing stages. Smart Call wins the Jambi Mid. And Smart Call comes home to win it in the main Chance Farms Paddock Stakes.
A warm welcome to this edition of Breeding to Win from the glorious Mother City, Cape Town, where all the horse racing action has been taking place over the past month. We started off with a two-day racing festival. The Lormerons Queens played plenty of social events throughout the month, including the Claverflay Golf Day as well as the CTS Cocktail Party, culminating in the inaugural Sunmet, Africa's richest race day. Let's take a look at what we got in store for you on the show. We review the CTSK Premier Yearling Sale. We catch up with members of the UK Jockey Club who visited South Africa last month. We look at what took place at the Claverflay Golf Day. We show you the highlights of the Sunmet and chat to winning trainer Brett Crawford. We look at two new stallions managed by John Freeman and find out all about horses for causes.
Every sip, the taste uniquely Dunkin'. Each cup, uniquely you. Brewed fresh because it's not just any coffee, it's your coffee. Your Dunkin'. America runs on Dunkin'.
Risk and reward. Odds and evens. Facts and form. Come and play. Play and win. At Track and Ball. Track and Ball Gaming, a new South African sportsbook offering the latest local and worldwide prices. Branches in Chatsworth, Stanger, Durban North, Shelley Beach, Pietermaritzburg and Richards Bay. To open an account or bet online, visit trackandball.co.za.
English Premier is a winning formula, offering over 700 quality yearlings across 4 days and prepared by Australia and New Zealand's leading consigners, producing elite racehorses like Agugu, Alboran Sea, Mac Delago and the Conglomerate.
The Conglomerate sweeps into the lead. The Conglomerate Bella Bella.
Melbourne Premier is a winning formula. The 2017 Melbourne Premier Yearling Sale, February 26 to March 1 at Oaklands, Melbourne. For information, visit inglis.com.au.
The CTSK Premier Yearling Sale was a bumper sale this year, with visitors from all over the world coming to see and view our horses here in South Africa. The Breeding to Win team brings you this report.
at the Grand on the Beach for a fantastic dinner held by Highlands and Main Chance Farms. And with me, after a fantastic hearing of Highlands being taken over by the Kieswetter family, is Anthony Beck and Wayne Kieswetter. Anthony, emotional time for you handing over the farm to the Kieswetter family, but a wonderful handover.
Well, you know, it is very emotional because I'm really happy to for new owners with the sort of passion that my late father and I had for the farm and for horse racing. They're wonderful people, the entire family, and I couldn't be happier. I really couldn't be happier. They're great, great people. They'll look after the farm as we did for the last many years, and we couldn't be happier. Really great.
The Kieswetters have they're very hungry for racing, and it's a whole family connection, so it's really great.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Wayne, you must be so excited to be taking over Highlands. Your whole family are involved. It's exciting times ahead.
Very exciting, and again, thank you to Anthony, because it's been a long haul down the road, because it's very difficult, you know, when you have your family and your heritage to give it up. And all I can say is thank you, and we'll be in safe hands, and we hope we can keep it going and grow the legacy.
Justin Veermark is with me now. We're at a wonderful function for Highlands and Main Chance Farms here at the Grand on the Beach. Isn't it festive and wonderful?
Every year it's a great evening, and obviously this year there's a bit of the added twist because it's been taken over by the Kieswetter family, Highlands, the whole transaction going through at the moment. But every year it's fantastic. We've got the international buyers out, everyone that's here for CTS Book 1, and everyone's enjoying themselves as always. And obviously, as I said, we've got Craig and Wayne Kieswetter that are here, and Anthony Beck as well, and all of the clients, so we're having a good evening.
It's amazing to see everyone together and having fun together. It's been busy at the convention centre already this week?
Yeah, it's been super busy. I mean, I was talking with John Costa at Cloudflare about numbers of viewings, and it really was exceptional. So the viewings are up, as they have been on every year, and I think that the sales results this season are going to be phenomenal at the sale this year.
I must say there's some absolutely fantastic pedigrees on this sale.
Phenomenal female lines. There's 12 or 13 Group 1 winners, I think. Many 80 black type mares, Frankel's, Rock of Gibraltar's, 40% of the sale of our big 5 stallions, Dynasty, Silvano, Captain Earl, Trippy and Var. Every time you turn the page to the next lot number, there's a phenomenally bred horse. So I'm sure there's going to be some really, really good prices and records broken.
And it's so good to have all the international visitors here enjoying Cape Town, enjoying the summer season and being there at the sale.
Absolutely. We get them every year and they grow every year. And this year Patrick Shaw is out from Singapore, and we've got a couple of the Europeans out again, some Americans, and it's phenomenal to see them support our industry, which we need. Hopefully get as many horses out as we possibly can, but I'm sure our relationships that we build with the fellow breeders and buyers will grow year on year. And then hopefully we can fix our export situation up, and then it can all just become a great situation for breeders as sellers, and then obviously value for money from the buyer end as well. So a win-win for each, and let's hope we can get that fixed up.
Michael Wallace is a bloodstock agent from New Zealand, his first time in Cape Town. Michael, how are you enjoying Cape Town firstly?
Yeah, absolutely loving it. Beautiful spot, and really happy to be here.
And it's lovely to see the horses in the convention centre in the middle of the city.
Yeah, it's very unique, and the horses look wonderful. So, it's a good racing atmosphere, and a good atmosphere here. A lot of people coming from all parts of the world.
Well, it's lovely to be at a lovely dinner like tonight and have all these functions and the build-up to it. It's fantastic.
Yeah, it is. It's done really well, and everybody's here having a good time. It's a beautiful spot right on the water. So, it's a great start to the week.
And have you got some buyers for New Zealand?
We bring some Chinese clients, so the China Horse Club coming out, so we bought a couple of horses here last year, and we'll look to continue our buying and race some more horses out here in South Africa.
Another bloodstock agent with me now is Tina Ra. You're from France, I believe, a little bit of German blood as well. Is it your first time in Cape Town?
No, it's not. I've actually been down here since they started off the sale in Cape Town, so that makes it 5 or 6 years now.
It's a special sale, and these horses have progressed to go on to better and better things, I must say. Yes.
I think so. I mean, somebody was throwing around numbers over breakfast today, and I have to admit, I haven't done the stats, but somebody said to me, apparently this sale turns out something close to 12% stakes winners to horses sold, which, I mean, any sale in the world would call itself happy to have that.
And do you have many buyers for this sale?
Not really. I'd like to say I have, but I think I'd probably sort of buy for my usual faithful one or two, but that has worked out well in the past. I bought two Group 1 winners here, so that's all good.
And it's great to be in Cape Town at this time of year. The sales are good, the racing's good.
It's fabulous. I mean, it's just, when I think there's a lot of us here tonight from Europe, and it's sort of, if you can choose between staying at home where there's not a whole lot happening, and it's sort of either -6 and a little bit of sun, or +3 and grey and sideways rain, or you could come to Cape Town for a little while where it's lovely and sunny and just pretty much all round fabulous. You'd be happy to be here.
With me is auctioneer John O'Kelly. John, I love listening to your voice when you're auctioneering. It's so fantastic.
What can I say to that? It's a pleasure to be here, Fiona.
Do you enjoy Cape Town? You must do.
Absolutely adore the weather, the surroundings, everything, the good time of the year. It's wonderful. It's a wonderful occasion to be here. You've gorgeous horses laid on for the sales each year. I think it improves year on year. You haven't asked me the question yet, but I've seen my horses that I'm due to sell in the sale. I think the standard has raised itself yet again. We've got lots of Frankels to sell. We've lots of local stars too, who've thrown some gorgeous horses. It's just, I'm looking forward to a really exciting sale.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. I look around the room, many old faces and a lot of new ones. So thank you for coming to join us in what I believe is the most beautiful city on earth. And the horses are very good as well. Year on year, we've seen this sale go from strength to strength with the horses that our vendors have prepared and with the buyers and with the vibe. The sale's now very clearly on the international sales calendar, and who wouldn't want to spend time in Cape Town? We hope that you enjoy the next few days with us, and we really think that we're going to know that you will come back, because Cape Town is a wonderful place to be. Without further ado, I'm going to introduce you to the chairman of Cape Thoroughbred Sales, Mr. Chris van Niekerk, and we'll hear from Chris now.
Now, on Saturday, week from now, 28th of January, we have an incredible day in South Africa. For the first time, having so many key races and so many great horses together on the same day. You've got 4 Group 1 races, including the now Sun Met, worth 5 million rand. And for South Africa, I apologize to the people from overseas, for South Africa, that's big for us. It's big for us. At the same time, we have now added the Majorca, the Cape Flying, and the Investec Derby, same day. Going to turn out to be a great day. The stakes available on the day are more than twice the stakes available on any other race day in South Africa, including Champions Day. So looking forward to a great, great day. We are still running this year horses that you bought in 2015 for 2 races, a sprint over 1,200 and a 1,600, a miler, for $500,000 a piece. The horses you're going to be buying on Saturday and Sunday will be running in 2 years' time for 5 million rand a piece. we have sort of fallen in line with what our exchange rate used to be a while ago, and of course the Met itself. Just to give you some background on the Met, the previous sponsor was around for 39 years. So it's a major change, but I think an exciting change. So to Sun International, great you've come on board. To Betting World, to Cloudless Stud, to Investec, great that you have agreed to put it all onto one day. Fantastic day. Looking forward to that. But more importantly, you have to be present on Saturday night, that's tomorrow night, and Sunday night. And please, don't be chicken. Do it properly. And we're not talking singular here, we're talking plural. 2 races, 1,200 in a mile. We want them to buy 2, buy 4. 1 before, now 2. And I'm going to read you another piece, and I couldn't find the author of this. I tried, and it certainly wasn't me. So, he is a power enhanced by pride, a courage heightened by challenge. He is a swiftness intensified by strength, a majesty magnified by grace. He is a timeless beauty touched with gentleness, a spirit that calls our hearts to dream. Dream on, buy yourself too. Thank you very much.
With me is Angus Gold from Newmarket in England. Now, Angus certainly knows what a good yearling should look like. Angus, a very strong catalogue.
Certainly is, Fee. Very strong on paper, and I think the individuals match the page, which is great.
Have you managed to have a good look so far?
Yeah, saw 120 odd horses yesterday and a few more today, and had a second look at them, and now I think it's as good as ever, possibly even better.
I must say it's great for South Africa to have some top pedigrees in a catalogue.
Oh, look, it's incredibly exciting. I mean, obviously the local pedigrees are good, but for some of the internationals, they might not know them, they're not used to them, so obviously to be able to say there are 4 Frankels as well as some of the Dynasties and Silvanos and all of the best of the local ones is fantastic.
So have you made your shopping list? Have you got some buyers for us?
I've made a short list, so I've got to talk to Mike de Kock in the morning and see what he likes, and then talk to Sheikh Hamdan and see what he would like to buy.
It's a wonderful time of year in Cape Town. We've got the sales. Are you around for the Met as well?
Sadly not, because I was in Australia last week, so I've been away a bit. Much as I'd love to stay and put my feet up, I think I've got to get back to the cold and see what's going on.
But CTS put on a great show. It's a marvellous sale, great entertainment and everything wrapped into one.
They're fantastic. I mean, the hospitality is incredible. The show, as you say, the show they put on, they've got more people here from abroad than they ever have before. I've seen some amazing faces that I wasn't expecting to see, and people from Australia, from Europe, from America. And it's fantastic. What they've accomplished in 5 or 6 years is truly remarkable. And funny enough, as Adrian just said in his welcoming speech, you know, it's really on the international map now.
Anthony Stroud is a regular visitor to Cape Town, all the way from Newmarket. Looks to be a great sale over the next 2 days.
I think it'll be a fantastic sale. The horses, I've been coming for the last few years. I think the horses are the best I've seen here, yeah.
Fabulous pedigrees. It does look like a very strong catalogue.
I think the pedigrees are good. I think the conformation stands up and the way they're presented stands up. So I think it's excellent. Really good sale.
Great venue being in the convention centre in the middle of Cape Town. It's great for the horses to walk, to show off.
I think it's good for the horses, it's good for the people. There's no other sale in the world that's in the middle of a city like this. And I think it's amazing.
Super fun time to be in Cape Town.
Well, it's a great time, especially in England. It's about -2 or 3, but yeah, it's wonderful, yeah.
Julia Budd is having her first visit here in Cape Town. Julia, you've just recently taken over as chairman at Epsom Racecourse in England.
Yes, I took over at the end of last Derby, so at about 5:30 p.m. at the end of the race day, I took over. So we've had a fairly sort of calm introduction, and I've been on the board for about 18 months already, so that made it easier.
That's fantastic, and you're also involved in the Jockey Club in England.
Yeah, I'm on the board of stewards of the Jockey Club, which is the stewards are basically non-executive directors, and I've been on that board for about 5 years now.
That's absolutely amazing. And then you've got the Derby coming up in June.
Investec are the most wonderful sponsor. They've been with us for about 8 years now, and we're very lucky to have them, and I think they enjoy the whole process.
That's brilliant. And your first time in Cape Town?
Never been here before. I came to South Africa once, about 15 months ago, but very excited about coming here. And it's a beautiful city already. We only arrived this morning, but...
Well, I believe the whole bunch from the Jockey Club, you're visiting all the great spots in Cape Town.
Yeah, we're here for 9 days, so we're here obviously for the racing next week, seeing some of the studs, going to the sales. We've already been talking about whether the group of us should be buying a horse tomorrow night.
Well, the sales are fantastic. It's in a great venue in the middle of Cape Town. It's going to be lots of fun.
Yeah, I've been reading. You've got 4 Frankels, I think, on sale. So it's appeared in the UK Racing Post as well. So it's making big news around the world.
Amanda Skiffington is here all the way from Newmarket in England. Amanda, you're a regular visitor to Cape Town, aren't you?
I am. I absolutely love it. Wouldn't miss it.
It's a great time of year to be here, obviously, for the weather and what's going on with racing and yearling sales.
It is, and this sale has got progressively better too.
It's a fabulous catalogue. The pedigrees are really good.
It is. I hope I can buy some.
Have you had a look around today?
Yes, I've seen everything once, and I've seen a few of them more than once.
Have you made a shortlist yet?
Absolutely.
Deputy Senior Steward Andrew Merriman is with me now from the Jockey Club in the UK. Your first visit here, Andrew?
I have been to South Africa before, but never to Cape Town, and it's great. My wife's been here many times, and I'm really thrilled to be here.
And the sales setup is great, isn't it, at the convention centre?
It seems to be terrific, and there was a big take in yesterday's Racing Post in the UK, I'm sure you're aware, and lots of Franco foals to be sold, and it's a big day, I guess, for South Africa. It's a big day for us too.
Nicholas Jones is with me from the Jockey Club in England. Nicholas, is this your first visit to Cape Town?
No, I've been here before. I've been to the sales before about 5 years ago. I love coming to Cape Town. It's a great time of year for us in England to be here, and the trip is great, and of course we're being wonderfully looked after.
And I believe you're a leading owner in England as well.
We've got a stud in England at home where we breed mainly flat horses. I haven't yet had a horse here, but I'm being tempted.
Well, we've got a wonderful 2 days ahead at the sales. We've got next week, we've got the Met, the Sun Met, which is going to be a fabulous day's racing.
I went to the Met too a few years ago, and it's a wonderful day, and the quality of the horses here seems to be improving all the time. And talking in this room tonight with a lot of the agents, they're all trying to persuade me to put my hand in the air.
Well, I think next week at the Sun Met, I think you'll notice a big difference. We've got a feast of Grade 1 events on the day, a really good day's racing.
I can't wait. It's still a week to go, but I'm looking forward to it enormously.
And are you enjoying your tour of Cape Town so far?
We only arrived this morning, so I've still got my eyes open, but we've got lots planned. We're going out to look at some studs during the week, which will be great. Obviously, we're going to the sales tomorrow evening, so it's a jam-packed week.
You've pretty much hit the ground running then.
So far, I may be showing my stamina might be running out by the end of the week.
We'll have a fabulous time. Thanks for chatting to us.
Thank you so much.
With me now, and he knows all about the sales business, selling horses in both Ireland and England. What a setup this is in the middle of Cape Town.
Yeah, it's wonderful, quite unique really, but absolutely ideal. I mean, wonderful showing areas, all flat and easy to see, nice and cool for the horses, nice and cool for the people, no wind from outside, so it's a wonderful setup, very admirable setup.
And a good bunch of international buyers here.
Yeah, more than I think previous years. I came for the first time last year. There was a few here last year, but they've really gone all out this year and attracted a really international buying bench. This is a sale that in 4 short years has gone from, I think, a standing start to really being a sale that's noted by everybody. It's truly on the international calendar now.
And you've seen some nice horses?
Yeah, I've seen some lovely horses. It's a great bunch. Some quite international horses. Obviously, the Frankels will be of interest. Frankel Fever, doesn't matter whether you're Northern Hemisphere, Southern Hemisphere, South Africa, Australia, England or Ireland, Frankel Fever's hitting home. But some very nice locally bred horses as well. I saw a couple of nice Captain Owls and, yeah, some lovely horses.
Another auctioneer, Andrew Miller, all ready for the off, looking smart.
Thank you, Fee. No, we're ready. Everything's up and some good horses tonight. Some really good horses.
It's like a top 2 days ahead of us.
I think so. I think the top end's going to be pretty firm, and I'm very impressed with the draft right through. I think they're very even.
What's even more impressive is there's a lot of international buyers here.
Well, I was just chatting the other day to Adrian, and I think there are 14 countries represented here, which is the most that's ever been represented here, so it's fantastic. I think it's a great buzz, great excitement. We're looking forward to it.
David Redvers is here from Newmarket in England. David, your first trip to Cape Town?
Yeah, it's been quite an experience. Enjoying every minute of it so far, thank you.
Quite a different sale being here in the middle of the city.
I know we've all just been discussing how much we'd like this in Newmarket, especially in the middle of the winter. It's a great facility and fantastic.
You just want the heating on and not the aircon?
Most of the time.
Well, hopefully you're buying some for Sheikh Fahd at the sale.
Yeah, I hope so. We've got a nice list. There's a very good selection of horses. We've just come back from the Magic Millions, so we've been looking at lots of horses Southern Hemisphere time, and these definitely match up.
Well, 2 nights of shopping to be done. The pedigrees look good.
Pedigrees and the physicals. I've seen a couple of absolute corkers that would fit in any sale anywhere in the world, so whether we can afford them is the problem.
Paul Guy from Inglis in Australia always attends the Cape sales. This is a pretty special one, isn't it?
Oh, always. It's a great time of year, great racing and great place to be in end of January every year. It's a must see.
Well, it looks like some great international people here buying. The pedigrees look good.
Oh, absolutely. It's a very strong catalogue, both dam side and horses with the Frankels and the Rocker Gibraltars and the like. There's a great representation of horses here, and the buying bench looks particularly deep and really strong.
And as you said, it's a great time of year, and we've got the Sun Met next weekend, so it's bumper January.
Oh, absolutely, and the Met's always such a great race day with the Derby and the Met, and now with the Cape flying, and it's going to be a really great day, so really looking forward to that.
Well, welcome everybody. The Cape Premier Yearling Sales for 2017 is upon us. We've been treated by some live entertainment, and we've been treated by a wonderful opening logo and opening music and opening montage, and now we're going to be treated by an opening Julie Alexander, who joins me and looking particularly resplendent. You always show us up on these sales because you look like $1 million.
Well, it is $1 million that we've come to buy. Thank you, Neil. But I think overall, looking at the quality of sale, I'm quite excited to get the sale started.
I think we're going to see fireworks. I think we're going to see some real fireworks because having been in Cape Town for a couple of days already and having spoken to breeders and potential buyers at the gallops, the Sunmed gallops, everybody has said to me that as a catalogue, compared to years gone by, this is the most solid catalogue, pedigree-wise and individual-wise, that we've had for, well, since we started.
Well, I think we say that every year.
Top trainer from England, Richard Hannon's with me. Richard, it's not your first visit to Cape Town, is it?
No, I came here a couple of years ago on holiday with my family and loved it, but I've never been to the sale. I went to the Met and saw, I think, about 15 races in one day, a long day.
We've got another long day coming up next week, which unfortunately you're not still going to be around for. But this is quite an amazing concept, all these horses in the middle of Cape Town in the convention centre.
I think it's lovely, and I think it's a great idea, and I think we should probably try and do something like this in the London direction. Obviously works, it's very well supported. I've never seen it, so I've come to see it and probably end up with a share in something here that'll probably end up being an aeroplane, you never know.
We're very lucky. We seem to have a lot more international buyers than before and great pedigrees in the catalogue.
Well, I think, your racing now is picking up big time. The prize money is excellent. They show a lot of it because of obviously the timing is good for us in England. So we see quite a bit of the good racing back in England, and the prize money's picked up immensely, and obviously your training fee is a little bit more attractive for a lot of people.
Well, I'm very honoured this evening to be interviewing Sheikh Fahd from Newmarket in England. Sheikh, your first visit to Cape Town?
It is my first visit. It's a lovely city and it's a lovely sales as well here. The sales complex is a very unique sales complex to see. And I'm looking forward to hopefully trying to buy 1 or 2 horses.
Well, you're a huge racing enthusiast around the world.
Yeah, no, I love racing around the world. And it's my first experience of South African racing. And I think the quality of horses here is as good as any I've seen, and hopefully we can have 1 or 2 trained over here. I have a share in a horse trained here already, and it's going well. So I hope to add on to that.
Well, it is a fun way of racing, and of course the climate plays ball as well. But this is a fantastic concept. We're in a convention centre in the middle of the city.
It's amazing. I don't think any other country you come up with this idea. I think it's a great idea by the sales companies to have it in the middle of the city and air conditioned, which helps the horses, helps us look at horses, makes life a lot easier.
And the pedigrees are not too bad either.
No, not at all. I think they are very, very high class pedigrees as well. And as we've seen, South African horses can compete around the world, so I don't think the quality of horses is a problem at all.
Top trainer from Newmarket, William Haggis, has been coming to Cape Town for many years now. William, you've been attending this sale and it just gets better and better, doesn't it?
It does. I mean, it's surprising it's been going for as long as 4 years, but what a concept, and it just goes from strength to strength.
I don't think people can believe that we bring all these yearlings into the middle of the city.
I know, it's amazing. From a personal point of view, though, half of England and France and Ireland are here, and we see them all year round, and we originally came to Cape Town to avoid them, but that shows the strength of the sale.
Exactly. Well, I hope they put their hands up this evening, but the catalogue does look quite strong.
Yeah, the catalogue's strong, and lots of young, exciting stallions, as is the way in most jurisdictions around the world, but it's going to be a very exciting sale, and obviously with the Frankels here, it's going to be a little bit different.
A.V. Magnier, all the way from Coolmore, has just bought the top lot of the sale so far for $6 million from Drakenstein. A wonderful trippy colt. Congratulations.
No, thank you very much. No, he's a very nice horse, and Gainer Rupert has a very good track record of breeding very good horses, and let's hope he's another one of them.
Well, welcome back. That is a wrap for day one.
This is for the top sires, and no surprise, Captain L coming out on top with 13.7 million from only 9 lots at an average of just over 1.5 million. So he's been a champion. If you go through the 2-year-olds, the 3-year-olds, general, he's right top of the pops, with all the grade ones. He's right there all the time. Trippy was a standout as well, I want to say. He averaged 1.833 million per lot. But the one coming out top, and we did discuss it earlier, Frankel, has had 3 through the ring at an average of 1.9, so not too bad.
No. We'll be back with day 2 from the Cape Premier Yearling Sales tomorrow Sunday. Until then, from the team, cheerio.
Is with me now from France, but actually, Louis, you're a Sydney-based bloodstock agent.
Yeah, well, I spend most of my time in Sydney. I spend about 4 or 5 months of the year in Europe as well, so a lot of traveling. It's the first time buying here in South Africa. I worked here 15 years ago for Glenn Cotson, and we've stayed friends. We've done a bit of business together. I used to be a track rider there, and I've got to say it's absolutely fantastic to be back in South Africa. An amazing place.
And I believe you bought one for Glenn Cotson yesterday.
Yeah, we did. We bought a very nice sort of toy filly out of a Jalad mare that looks quite precocious. It looks a real speedball. So looking forward to following her and hopefully being back next year for more.
Justin Kessie from America is one of the top buyers here at the CTS sale. You bought, well, yesterday you bought a Frankel as well, I believe.
Yes, I did. We bought a Frankel filly that'll stay here and is supposed to go to Alec Laird, and then bought a Trippy filly as well, and Joey Ramsden is supposed to get her.
It's fantastic. And you're busy again this evening?
We'll see. Maybe a little later. We have a couple we're interested in, so we'll see how everything falls.
And all to stay here, or with a view eventually to moving?
You know, you'd like to think that maybe one day they could run for some big money, you know, maybe in Dubai or something like that. But I say short term, and within the next, 2 years, everything stays here.
The racing's fantastic here. It's not your first visit.
No, it's not. Last year was my first visit. I had a fantastic time. The sales company takes very good care of the international buyers.
I spoke to Sheikh Fahd yesterday, his first trip to Cape Town, and on day 2 he's already purchased. Congratulations, fantastic purchases. Captain Els, I believe.
Yes, both Captain Els, but both very nice individuals.
And the intention to race in South Africa?
Definitely, yeah. No, they're staying over here, and hopefully get the taste of South African racing.
And how have you found the sale? Quite good fun?
It's quite very good fun. I think the quality of horse is very good, and the setup is brilliant.
Well, Captain El, as you probably know, is leading the sires log, and it's a great stallion.
Yeah, exactly. We've done our research, and we like him a lot, and we like them two colts very much. And I think they take after their sire, which helps as well.
Peter Doyle, Bloodstock agent, a regular visitor to Cape Town. Peter, this sale is just going from strength to strength every year, isn't it? And you're a regular visitor.
Yes, I've been coming now for a long time, about 17 years to South Africa. Started off going to the sale in Johannesburg and ended up down here in this lovely place here in Cape Town.
But just more and more international buyers every year, it just gets stronger.
Yes, this is the largest number we've seen now for ever, and it's great to see it, and the horses are very good.
That's it, pedigrees, confirmation, it's a great catalogue.
Very nice catalogue, nice horses, and very well produced by the vendors.
Well, congratulations, because you've just bought one, and let's hope you buy many more this evening.
Well, we bought a very nice horse, full brother to Futura. I was underbidder for Futura in Johannesburg as a yearling, and he was a very, very good racehorse, so I was hoping to buy this fella.
Thank Rod McCurdy for his input today. He has done well keeping us informed, and he has actually given me the laptop to close off with the final figures. We're just waiting for the last 2 lots, but it looks like, give or take 100,000 or so, that the aggregate is 154,800,000 rand. So we might have one more lot or something to go. So probably about 155 million, which is a remarkable step up again from last year.
100%. And Neil, we've said it over and over, especially with this Cape Premier yearling sale, we get more strength, we get more buyers, and we get more money every single year.
And we've said to it before, and I've got some figures here which suggest again from a stallion point of view that you almost, there's a point that you want to be consistent. And if I look at the average, and this is not up to date, but the average of Captain Al, for example, is 1.5 million, average for Trippy 1.8 million, And even the Frankels, I know that Rod was a bit disappointed with his one Frankel. He was expecting a lot of money for that. But they've averaged just shy of 2 million. That might have actually gone up with the last Frankel. So consistency is the key. And I think that over 2 days of solid sales, you've seen that again here, because there are ups and downs, and you want to be consistent.
100%.
Yeah.
And I think overall we've seen a lot of consistency. Let's just quickly touch on stud farms, because you mentioned Drakenstein having a fantastic sale. The sale, obviously selling, I think their prices were just over 2 million a lot, that their average was, if I'm not mistaken. I think there was about 10 lots sold for just over 2.3 million each, and that was around about the average that they reached. Once again, Klavervlei as strong as ever at the sale, and they'll be very pleased with what they achieved at the sale. And I have to say, Lammerskroll stud, you know, when you look at Lammerskroll, the last couple of lots, lot 194, the son of Dynasty, going for 4.5 million. Then we had a lot 220, also your choice, going for 5.75 million, also Lammerskroll stud. So in 2 lots, they reached over 10 million rand.
Jewel, I hope you don't mind. My eyesight's not very good, so I'm bringing the laptop on my lap here, which is why it's called a laptop. And I'm just going to have a look at the vendors here, because I am interested in having a look at those. Because the one was a big mover, Lammerskroll. So the last sheet that I had here was some time ago. So you're right about Lammerskroll. 5 lots in the end. They went through, with the aid of lot 220, the average of 2.3 million.
Sure.
So that's massive. 11.6 million aggregate, and an average of 2.3 million for their 5. So right up there in terms of your average. In fact, they've topped. They ended up topping Drakenstein stud. Okay, they only had 5, whereas Drakenstein stud had 13. But still, that's remarkable.
Absolutely. So I think they're a stud farm that we're going to have to start watching out for, because they could very well land themselves up in the top. They've always been a strong stud, but I think they're going to get bigger and better with Peter Graaf behind them. And then once again, Gaynor Rupert and her team doing a fantastic job. And once again, Klavervlei stud, I think really doing an outstanding performance. Main Chance, I think they had a good sale as well.
They had a very good sale, very solid sale. I just want to close off by looking at the last one, which is buyers, and updating it. So you appreciate that we're getting this information in, and they're updating it as much as possible and as quickly as possible. So Cuda Holdings, worthwhile mentioning that, not to be confused by the other Cuda, because we did have one of our staff who got a bit confused there. But 904 the average, and just shy, 50,000 rand shy of 10 million.
Sure. So they've had a fantastic sale, and no doubt 1 or 2 of those big price tossers that they bought.
Absolutely. And then there was another one, Rainbow Beach Trading. They towed the line with 7.3 aggregate. 12 horses, 600,000.
Chris van Niekerk, always very good buyer here at the sale, and once again very strong.
Yeah, and then David Redford's Bloodstock, and also Bernard Barrett, not one and the same person. They had good sales there, the top buyers. So that's the story as far as that's going. I think this is the final numbers now, Jules, that have updated. So we can pretty much close off and confirm that the overall sale has been extremely healthy. I suppose year on year it's always difficult to match and compare because they're different numbers, different economic playing field. But if you factor in the fact that we've had Brexit this year, the pound, all of those moves, there's no doubt that this sale has taken another step up.
100%. Couldn't agree with you more, Neil. And I think overall, the buyers will walk away happy because they would have got 1 or 2 bargains at the sale as well. And I think the vendors are going to be very, very pleased with the performances of their yearlings over the last 2 days.
Well, Jules, thanks. I know it's been a long day for you, long couple of days. So thanks very much to Jules, Julie Alexander, and also to Rod McCurdy, who's been here for the 2 days as well. Those are your results. So just to end off, there's no update on it. Looks like it's going to be 154 million spent by buyers here over 2 days. Average of 700,000, so both improvement. And sorry for the noise in the background. There's more entertainment. Thanks to Jules, thanks to Rod. Thank you for watching. Cheerio.
Members of the UK Jockey Club had a glorious time in the Western Cape visiting South Africa. We bring you the highlights of their trip.
New Turf Carriers has been in long-distance transport since 1995 and pride themselves in excellent service. The bottom line is, New Turf Carriers take your horse from door to door with pride, passion and punctuality.
One of the highlights on the social calendar in January during the Cape summer season, no doubt, is the Klavervlei Golf Day. We bring you the highlights of what transpired on the golf course.
Up the outside, Just Essential is also running an absolute cracker, and Safe Harbour has taken off between runners. It's Safe Harbour that comes to the front with Just Essential. These two to the wire. Just Essential from Safe Harbour.
Joe's Bond hanging tough. Carry On Alice trying to get to her along the outside. Joe's Bond keeping her at bay. Carry On Alice. Scandal is running on. Joe's Bond keeps rolling though and stays on to win from Carry On Alice.
It's William Longsword with his head in front. He's taken the lead in the Guineas. Gold Standard is wearing him down with each and every stride. The post looming. William Longsword from Gold Standard.
Down here on the Cape, the weather, the grass, the horses. Here's where it is, Main Chance Farm, Champion Breeders.
The inaugural Sun Met took place last Saturday at Kenilworth Racecourse, and what a day it was. We were spoilt with some of the richest races on the calendar. We also catch up with Brett Crawford, winning trainer of 4 races on the day.
The inaugural running of the Sun Met was held on Saturday the 28th of January at Kenilworth Racecourse, and what a magnificent day it was. With a huge attendance, the course was pumping. The theme was Decades of Glamour, and what a beautiful sight to see. A full day with 13 races on the card, 9 of which were contested for top prize money, including the Celsea Summer Juvenile, the Kudu Sprint, 2 CTS races, the Grade 2 Blue Label Telecoms Cape Stayers race, and 4 Grade 1 races, the Claverflay Mallorca, the Betting World Cape Flying Championship, the Investec Derby, and of course the Sun Met, celebrated with GH Mom Champagne. Full fields in action, and the results were thrilling. Joey Ramsden won the Summer Juvenile for Bernard Cantor with Call to Account. The Kudu Sprint was won by Bold Respect for Brett Crawford. Candice Bass-Robinson took the CTS Sprint with Live Life, 2 winners on the day for the Bass Stable. Vaughan Marshall's William Longsword confirmed his Guinness class by winning the CTS Mile. Carry On Alice showed her class in winning the Cape Flying in style for Sean Tarry and Simunga Kamala. Nightingale gave Candice Bass-Robinson her first Grade 1 winner in the Mallorca under Anthony Delpeche for Mary Slack. The Derby was fittingly won by Frankie Dettori, who was brought over by Investec to ride. He was aboard Edict of Nantes for the Crawford stable. Brett had a day to remember, taking the 5 million Grade 1 Met in fine style, making it a quick Grade 1 double with Whiskey Baron, and 4 winners on the day for the stable. The 4-year-old Whiskey Baron has won his last 5 starts after being gelded and looks to be something special. He won with a little in hand, and what a thrill for first-time owners Craig and Ross Kieswetter. Greg Shane rode a magnificent race, and he is certainly a jockey in top form. Justin Snaith won the Grade 2 Stayers race with Crambambuli, giving the Snaith stable their 3rd win for the day. The day proved a huge success for Sun International and GH Mum among the other sponsors concerned, and we hope they will continue to support for many years to come.
Lots of excitement on Sun Met Day, and it's my pleasure to welcome to the Breeding to Win show Brett Crawford, our Sun Met winning trainer of Whiskey Baron. What an awesome victory.
Oh, Jules, amazing. You know, it's been something in the back of our mind after he ran in the Winter Series last year, and we opted to geld him, and you know, after today it's 5 in a row since gelding. So, you know, he's an amazing horse, and we always thought highly of him, but he's just really improved in the last 3 to 4 months. And, you know, I thought he had a fantastic prep coming into this race. And I thought Greg gave him an amazing ride today, because at one point he was caught a bit wide and I thought we were in trouble. But he didn't panic, and, you know, hats off to him. I thought he did a fantastic job. And, you know, what can I say? The Kieswetter family, I mean, Craig and Ross, such young, enthusiastic guys. Wayne and Belinda, fantastic people. They're big in the industry, supported the industry, and it's really nice to see them get back. You know, in the inaugural running of the Sun Met, what a way to start. So it's just a day that's written in the stars, and I just can't thank my staff at home enough. You know, Barry and Spider and Sibasis and the boys, they put in the long, hard hours that nobody gets to see. And yeah, more than that, Arrowfield who bred him, and of course to Craig and Amanda Carey who run Ridgemont's affairs. Just very well done to them. It's been a team effort and it's been a dream come true.
3 winners on Sunmet Day so far and 3 big races. I mean, we had the Cuda 1200 meter event that you won with bold respect. I mean, that to me was probably the finish of the day.
Yeah, such a gutsy horse, only his 3rd time at the track. He's won 2 out of 3. You know, really good for Lance and Dalma. They bred him, so even more special win for them. And then obviously to win the Derby, you know, the Group 1 racing is what we get up for in the morning. And, you know, I always thought the horse had a big chance. And to be able and to be fortunate enough that the sponsors Investec could bring out somebody like Frankie Dettori, I think it's just wonderful for South African racing. You know, he is such an ambassador. I look at him, he's ridden over 200 Group 1 winners, and his enthusiasm when he got off Eric of Nancy, who's won a Group 1 in Cape Town, was just unbelievable, and it's something that will remain with me forever. So it's been an awesome day, and you know, I can't do it without owners and without my staff, so very humbled by today, but yeah, what a fantastic day, and just to Sunmet and Mum for their sponsorship, it's been an outstanding day.
This is your 3rd victory in the Met. You won with Angus, still a very young trainer. You then won with Futura, who's gone off to stud. Unfortunately, Whiskey Baron, it won't be happening to him. We know the story, but I mean, for you as a trainer, and you've only been doing it so, you know, for such a short time, Brett, I think a huge achievement and a huge feather in your cap.
Oh, thanks, Jules. You know, it's a game that you just work hard at, and you need luck and you need the support. And I've been fortunate enough to have that from the beginning. But yeah, I mean, these are races as a kid I remember watching and dreaming about winning. So to sit here today, having managed to accomplish 3 of these Met races, it's surreal.
Well, we wish you all the best, Brett. I mean, I'm a huge fan of yours because you're such a gentleman in the game. You turn out your horses to perfection, and you've got that consistency that always arrives, and you know how to pick them. So full marks to you, to your team, and we wish you all the best for the future.
No, thank you, Jules. You know, I think also a thought must go out for Joey, because Joey actually did pick this horse in Australia. So I can't take much credit for that. But anyway, just well done to the whole team.
Time Thief stands at Naddison Park, owned by Hassan Adams and situated in one of the most beautiful places on the planet. Time Thief is a son of Redoubt's choice. He's out of the mare Procrastinate, which makes him a half-brother to Laissez-Faire, undoubtedly the best sprinting filly that this country has seen for many, many a year.
Two new kids on the block is Jackson and Master of My Fate, both managed by top manager John Freeman. Let's take a look at their profiles.
Jackson. Breathtaking class. Movie star looks. Winner of 3 Grade 1 races.
Variety Club has no answer, and Jackson is storming home. Jackson draws off to win the Derby in great style from Variety Club.
But Jackson's got them all stone cold in the Daily News, and Jackson's impressive. Vettel fights back for second, Shogun a third, then White Line Female, Pomodoro and Master Plan.
Here's Jackson with fire in his eyes, and it's Jackson the last 100 like a ball of fire wanted.
It's humbling to work with horses of his caliber.
He's a top horse.
He's a fantastic animal. He's world class. He's won 3 Group 1s. He doesn't have to say any more. He's done the talking.
Jackson, regally bred, his sensational sire dynasty, his illustrious dam line, crammed with champion racehorses and champion sires. Jackson stands at Highland Stud Farm and is managed by John Freeman.
But Master of My Fate, he's a born leader, and he's in front by a length and a half. Time of Song's absolutely flying for second. But Master of My Fate, it's race over, and he travelled well down the lane. Master of My Fate, easy.
Awesome Power from the back of the field. Master of My Fate. Awesome Power, the only danger, but Master of My Fate, too good. Master of My Fate stays on from Awesome Power and puts Arenas. And it's Master of My Fate who's come to take the lead. Racing in behind that, one cool dude trying to get after them. Part of Familius is kicking on behind that, but Master of My Fate is out in front, and he's clear as they come to the final 100. Master of My Fate from Hill 54 and Part of Familius, and Master of My Fate, too good.
Master of My Fate goes on. Spandau Ballet is running on, but he's got the looks, he's got the pedigree, and he's banking the money out here. Master of My Fate, easy stuff by just over 3.
This superb-looking, brilliantly conformed, highly talented son of the legendary Jetmaster is out of the champion racemare Promise from My Heart, herself the daughter of champion broodmare sire Eliodor. Not only does Master of My Fate have the distinction of being the product of a champion sire and a champion dam, the first 3 generations of Master of My Fate's female line boast 4 champions. He was a sale-topping colt as a yearling at 3 million rand and became tagged as a superior racer by trainer Dennis Dreyer right from the start. Master of My Fate reeled off 6 consecutive wins in 8 months, starting odds-on favourite for the first 4, with the rest of his competitors generally priced at 10 to 1 or better, and winning by an average margin of 2 or more lengths. This was also true of the field of 14 of the country's best racers that he trounced in the Grade 2 Premier Trophy at Kenilworth in December 2013. That field included 6 Grade 1 horses.
Master of My Fate who's come to take the lead. Racing in behind that, one cool dude trying to get after them. Part of Familius is kicking on behind that, but Master of My Fate is out in front, and he's clear as they come to the final 100. Master of My Fate from Hill 54 and Part of Familius, and Master of My Fate, too good.
He's just superb. I'm speechless. For once, I'm actually speechless.
Some of the accolades that the racing press heaped on him included shades of his brilliant sire. Another noted that he inspired much reminiscing and reflection back to the mighty Jetmaster as his outstanding son, Master of My Fate, blew his opposition away in the Premier's Trophy. In his prep for the J&B Met, the Big Bay took on another bunch of the season's best gallopers in January 2014, including some that he'd thrashed before, this time in the glorious Goodwood Grade 2 Peninsula Handicap. And he did it all over again.
Master of My Fate, meantime, has come forward to pick it up in the centre of the course, and that's the one they've all got to beat. Master of My Fate is powering home in the centre. Down towards the inside, Punta Arenas is trying to make a race of it. Awesome Power from the back of the field. Master of My Fate. Awesome Power, the only danger, but Master of My Fate, too good. Master of My Fate stays on from Awesome Power at Punta Arenas.
He was the highest-rated 4-year-old in training before going into the J&B Met later the same month. His 6 wins proved the versatility characteristic of Jetmaster's best progeny. He won from 1,200 to 1,800 metres, and Dreyer firmly held the view that he was good enough to beat the best over the J&B Met 2,000 metres. But he was cut into 3 times by the same horse in the Met and still ran again flying 5th. His career is managed by Freeman Stallions.
The Horses for Causes race day takes place at Kenilworth Racecourse on the 11th of February. The Breeding to Win team chats to the men behind the scenes who makes this day possible.
The Horses for Causes race day will be held at Kenilworth on Saturday the 11th of February, and with me is the brains behind the worthy organisation, Andre Westhuizen. Andre, firstly tell us about Horses for Causes.
Horses for Causes was started last year with a few things in mind. The one is to give the racing community the opportunity of showing their support, their heart, and specifically their support of 14 NGOs that do tremendous work in Cape Town. So we aim to raise a fund, which is then split equally between them, and also to have a fun day at the races. It's a family day, a day with lots of things happening.
Well, it was a huge success last year, being the first year. I think you raised 279,000.
We made a profit of that, which was split equally amongst them. Yes, we were very proud of that.
You've got lots of things going on this year. It's not just about the race day. You've got a golf day and then a concert.
It's grown overnight from a one-day event to a 3-day event. On the Thursday, there's a golf day at Maybury Golf Course. On the Friday evening, there's a concert with Blackbird. I think Blackbird's played at quite a few occasions that you know of. And then on the Saturday, there's Horses for Causes Day, which is a big day. There's mini cricket, there's mini rugby, there's all sorts of things. There's wheelchair dancing by one of our NGOs. The Jockey Academy will be there with their mechanical horse simulators that the jockeys use. People are challenged to see how long they can ride one of those. The record, I understand, is 45 seconds. There's a lot happening on that day.
And some wonderful beneficiaries. You know, we've got the Groom School, we've got the Cart Horse Protection and the Jockey Academy, just to name a few.
We thought, you know, the racehorse community has supported us last year and also in a very much bigger and more significant way this year. And it was important to have some beneficiaries from there. So yes, the scholarship fund of the Jockey Academy, as well as the Western Cape Groom School Trust, as well as the Cart Horse Protection Society. And then, of course, 11 other NGOs that do work in sport, in music, in helping disabled people, in sustainability. There's quite a wide spread of NGOs from various sectors.
It's absolutely fantastic. And of course, one of the highlights on the day is going to be the stallion service auction. And we've got 12 top stallions up for auction.
It is. It's one of the more important highlights of the day. And there in particular, as Ken will tell you in a moment, we've received tremendous support and encouragement from the breeders.
And 50% of that will go to the Western Cape Equine Trust and yourselves.
The proceeds of that auction, yes, are split between us and the Western Cape Equine Trust.
It's marvellous. And I mean, there's some really top stallions. It's going to be an exciting day.
We hope so, and we hope that we'll full Kenilworth with people wanting to participate on the day.
Now, Tracy Green, she's been helping you put this all together, and you can get tickets from her.
Yes. Tracy Green, incidentally, I heard you describe me as the brains behind it. It's actually Tracy is the power behind the throne, but you can get tickets from her. I think the details are available, and there are still tickets in the Kenilworth room and in the Peninsula room for those that want to participate. But other than that, people are welcome to just come along and join in the fun in the downstairs area in front of the lawn. There's a whole lot happening there.
Wonderful. Well, thank you for chatting to us this morning, and I wish you all the best for your big race day.
Thanks, Fiona.
Thank you. Chairman of the Western Cape Equine Trust, Ken Truter, is with me now. Ken, what an exciting day we've got coming up, the race day with Horses for Causes.
Yes. We're very excited and looking forward to the 11th of February, and very, very happy to be joining forces with Horses for Causes, which I think is a very noble cause. And we're very thankful that they extended the invitation to us to share part of their day with us.
And the auction, it's 12 high-profile stallions.
Absolutely, and if we cast our mind back to Rodney Dunn's Cocktails and Racing, we've got a little bit of that in mind with what we're trying to do on the day, and we must thank everybody for coming to the party and assisting us by just making all of this possible, from the breeders who've been unbelievably supportive, to people like Rodney himself, who's actually supposed to be in retirement from racing, but behind the scenes he's writing letters and making phone calls, and he's fabulous, and also to Grant Knowles, who's been absolutely fabulous in facilitating this whole day.
Last year it was generously supported by the racing fraternity.
It was, and quite a lot of money was, a handsome sum was raised last year, and all credit to the organisers of Horses for Causes, and if you look at some of the charities that benefit from the funds raised, not just horse charities but other charities, they're all extremely, extremely deserving.
Well, hopefully everyone's on board again to support this year.
We hope so, and I'm sure we will. The racing fraternity has always been fantastic when it's come to charity and having a big heart in supporting these kind of events, and I'm sure it's going to be a huge success. And as Andre mentioned, we've got tables set aside for breeders and big owners who want to come, and I'm sure we'll be extending invitations to them, and we're hopeful that they're going to support, and we're going to have a wonderful day.
Well, as I said, top stallions, it's a great opportunity to get one.
Absolutely, and I think there are a lot of breeders who obviously do buy services from some of the farms, and I think this is a wonderful opportunity to buy a service and at the same time contribute to charity. So it's almost killing two birds with one stone.
And a perfect time of year to have the day just after the main season.
It is, and what a fabulous season it's been. I think we're all a little bit tired after all the exciting events and all the rest. So I think this is just a wonderful way to finish the season off.
Well, I look forward to seeing you on the 11th, and I hope you make lots of money again.
Thanks once again.
Well, that's a wrap for this edition of Breeding to Win. Thanks for joining us from the mother city, Cape Town, and our next edition will be on Sunday, the 26th of February. Until then, from all of us, goodbye.
Carry On Alice breaks their hearts again. Pulling clear in the closing stages. Smart Call wins the Jambi Mid. And Smart Call comes home to win it in the Main Chance Farms Paddock Stakes.